courtesy of Lexi Schultz for the win, and that means that at the conclusion of our second of 4 sections, that will be the time to beat.
Time to beat coming up. It'll be section number 3. The pace lights will be set at Easton areas 9:34:61. Your teams for section number 3 on your screen now: Lexington Elite Track Club, LaSalle Academy Track Club, the Tub Gators, Carolina Cavaliers, Duval Champ City Track Club, the Patriot Athletics Club, Jaguar Elite, the Flying Dutchman Track Club, the House, City Track Club, New Cannon, Homestead Track Club, Baldwinsville, Harry, Patriot Track Club, and Franklin Track Club. Your field for section number 3. Once again, those lights set at 9:34:61. The mark to beat by Easton Area Track Club.
And if these teams sound familiar, it's because they are. We have seen so much depth out of many of these programs here in this third of 4 sections. If you can believe it, we're not even to our fastest section yet, but a big opening lap there, 31 unofficially, and it is up front wearing hip 10, the House. Taking charge here. Now down the backstretch, under some pressure on the outside. That's exactly what we would expect to see. Again, it's going to be a back and forth battle here. These runners know what time they have to beat. They also know that there's going to be a, on paper, faster section yet to come. Although, you know, Twist, it's not uncommon to see the fastest time, the winners, come from the penultimate section, especially in these KG 4x800 meter relays.
Very possible that we could see the fastest time, but we do have IMG ready to run in that top seeded section. And you also have West Springfield, Guilderland, and Lexington Elite all ready to run quick ones.
Well, 1 lap remains here for our opening leg. 1:39 unofficially on the clock. A big run here by our leader, again opening a ton of daylight over the rest of the field. Look at that advantage being extended down the backstretch. This is speed endurance on full display. Beautiful running by our leader, Riley, as she rounds the top of the track. No one in contest at the moment. She's going to hand off with a comfortable advantage at the first exchange here, and this is setting things up for a brilliant second leg for our leaders, Tabor City Track Club. That was Rachel Riley handing off, to Evelyn Cromwell.
Tabor City Track Club moving well out front, way ahead of the field and the pace. That is Tabor City Track Club, 2:13:22 on the leadoff leg. And now we are out in about 31 seconds. Will be Tabor City Track Club out front, leading that chase back in the blue singlet. That is Franklin Track Club. Tabor City, Franklin Track Club, the Patriot Athletics Club, and LaSalle Academy Track Club rounding out your top 4, but it is all Tabor City Track Club out front. 2 laps to run on this second leg. Tabor City, Franklin Track Club.
And Cromwell continuing to lead that charge up front. It's been a valiant effort from start to finish here. It's going to be an exciting final few laps for our leader. Again, Twist, I remember being on these, I was on DMRs, on 4x8s, on 4x15s, indoors and outdoors with my teams. And to round out day 1, we've seen some stellar performances so far. We've already seen some record-breaking performances. And then to come here and pull things along for your team with all of that sort of combined glory on the line, it really is a special thing.
Absolutely, a very special thing to have 4 athletes combining here to try and run a quick time. Tabor City going to try and hand off in the lead, but that charge coming from second. Tabor City should be able to hand off in the lead here.
And this is a big, big run for Tabor City's Cromwell. Comes in with a 106.99 best in the 400, and she's going to hand off comfortably ahead of the rest of the field. It is going to be Tabor City retaining their advantage by the better part of 30 meters as Addison Jarrett now takes to the third leg. She's moving her way into 100 meters into this opening lap for her leg, but she is running solo, probably a little bit unaware that there are 4 very capable young women chasing her down into the home stretch for the first time.
Tabor City was in the lead by 3 seconds at the last exchange over Franklin Track Club. But now that Chase quartet picking up the pace, trying to close it back down to Tabor City. 2 laps to run on this third leg as we pass the start-finish line. It'll be Tabor City, the gap at just over 20 meters at the moment, currently leading that chase pack. It will be Lexington Elite.
Well, this is set to be Jane Conrad. I'm not sure that that's our athlete leading the chase pack right now, but my goodness, this is where you want to be certain that you would rather be the prey versus the predator, because running completely solo is Addison Jarrett. A valiant effort for her. She's going to come up on 1 lap to go, but she is going to be under some contest now because there is a fast closing duo now approaching their bell lap as well. And I believe that's Callahan. And wearing hip number 2, it's set to be Olivia Wahlberg. And they are going to be chasing down our leader. There you see the gap is closing steadily into the final 100 meters of this leg. It's going to be a big push to the finish.
Tabor City coming into the exchange. The gap still where it was. Tabor City maintaining that lead. It'll be Tabor City 6:57 at 2400. That was a 2:20. LaSalle Academy also 2:20 on that, and Lexington Elite 2:19.
So if you want to have your fastest runner on the anchor, that is exactly what our leaders are doing. A big, big performer here, a 2:21.65 PR for our anchor leg, courtesy of Tabor City. She ran that just over a month and a half ago, and that has got to feel really good. But look at the charge being mounted now by our chasers. This is going to be Lexington Elite. I believe that's Kaylee Glenn trying to power her way down the backstretch and close that gap with every single stride. Tabor Elite doing all they can to hold on, but Lexington with a big, big push approaching the halfway mark into this final leg.
Coming up on 400 meters to go, now into the lead, making up a ton of ground. That is Lexington Elite, followed by Tabor City and LaSalle Academy, your current top 3.
And I apologize, that's actually Amelia Wharton leading things out for this final leg, courtesy of our leaders, Lexington Elite. This is a big, big run for Wharton.
Lexington Elite, it is the bell lap. Here we go. Lexington Elite trying to run away with it now. It'll be Lexington Elite down the back stretch. They're leading by 30 meters at the moment. Lexington Elite, the final turn. The race is theirs. Lexington Elite. Lexington Elite off the turn, coming down the stretch. The time to beat 9:34.61. Lexington Elite, your new leaders. Lexington Elite will move into the lead, 9:13.23. Moving into second place overall, Tabor City, 9:18.16. LaSalle Academy into third at 9:20.14. The Patriot Athletic Club, 9:22.55 to move into fourth place overall.
Twist, let's talk about that final leg there for Lexington Elite. Amelia Wharton just threw down a 2:11.68. That is a monster final leg for her team, and it is going to pay off in spades. What a final performance there. 9:13.23, the final time for Lexington Elite Track Club. But at the conclusion of our penultimate race of the entire day one here at New Balance Nationals Indoors, Amelia Wharton comes away with a 2:11.68. Big final push there. And we are going to move our way now, Twist, into our final race of the night. It's been a stellar evening of competition, and we are set for some magic here at the track at New Balance Nationals, our fourth and final